Back with another drill for the week. Little context for this one. There was a time during our season when we were struggling a little bit with a few more turnovers than we normally like. Turnovers are a problem in our style of play and something that we really count a lot. We all know as coaches, you get what you count. And we do not like turnovers, so that's an area that we are constantly focused on. We'd had a rough start to our SEC season. We started out 0-2. We lost to Tennessee, and then we lost at Vanderbilt, a game in which we had a lot of turnovers. So passing became a focus. About 10 years ago, I was really searching for drills to make into passing drills. I was at a clinic that was attended by a lot of men's and women's basketball coaches, and I was looking for that magic drill just like we all do, that, do this and your turnovers are going to decrease. After I listened to a few people's ideas on what the drills were, Mark Fox, who was at the University of Georgia at the time, leaned over and said, "Coach, turn all your drills into a passing drill. Make every drill in your practice, as many as you can, a player passing drill. Take coaches out of passing as much as you can. Don't use managers. Make the players pass to each other." So if you've been a follower of our YouTube channel, you know that Coach Love has already posted trip shooting. Trip shooting is something we start every single day with. The kids enjoy it. It's energetic. It gets us off to a good start, and there's a lot of shots. Now, following 2 days, 2 games in which we turned it over a lot, all we did was simply take the trip shooting drill and eliminate the shots, therefore making it a passing and catching drill. Catching, a lost art. We talk a lot about passing, but rarely do you see catching added in there. So this drill kind of does that. So I give Mark Fox a lot of credit for helping us reduce our turnovers over the last 9 years. Because every single drill, passing is an emphasis on it. So with that in mind, then I think the next thing, I put timeline on here. When you use it during not only your practice, but also during your season, I don't think this is a preseason drill. I think this is a drill you wait for a time in which you have particularly struggled a little bit, maybe with passing and or catching, so that you can take the drills you've been doing and take the sole focus onto passing and catching. There was nothing more important in this drill that our passes be on target, the passes be on time. If we got these two things right, then when it came time to make the decision later on, we could judge. But if our passes had been off target, they'd been at the wrong time, and then we're throwing them sometimes to the wrong people in the wrong spots. So that's where this area comes in. But obviously this, the next 5 minutes here, focus on passing, catching, on target, on time. What we set up with the team was before we started practice, the rest of practice, we had to complete 50 consecutive passes that were on target, that were on time, with people doing what they were supposed to do, running the floor. It was a good conditioning drill, but it solely focused that before we moved on in any other aspect of our practice, we were going to ensure that we had 50 in a row before we changed actions. So this is, again, if you'll go back and watch, if you've never watched trip shooting, maybe stop this video right now. Go to the YouTube channel and find the time when, find the video in which we describe trips shooting. So what you'll see here, again, that video will describe where all these players are running. But what we are doing here, after you've watched that video, this is an up the street action. We've got every player that we want out running. We love great spacing. We love good timing. We love on target, on time. This pass I didn't count. I did not count this as a successful pass because this player is already supposed to be in their lock position before this pass occurs. So that pass didn't get counted. We didn't start counting this drill until we made the drift pass. This one is ready shooter. She's got her hands ready. She's in the right spot. Our rabbit has gotten from her rabbit hole to the dunk spot. Her feet are touching this bar we have taped down on our floor. This is a drive drift pass. Sam is doing a great job filling in behind the drift. Everybody's in the right spot. You see we've got people here evaluating each one of those things. Are they on target? Are they on time? We talk about throwing strikes. We use softball analogy there, somewhere between the shoulders and the knees. Really for us it's shoulders and waist. We really shrink that strike zone. We want the receiver to have their hands ready, catch it with their body. Here we see Miriam. She's showing her hands. She's getting her body square to the target. Everybody's finishing their cuts, going to their next places. That's a good next pass out of the corner. Avery wouldn't have, since we're not shooting, obviously her next pass is the next pass to our Dragon coming in late. Everybody continues to fill. Miriam makes a great swing pass. Back to our field player here. That's a strike. It's caught. We've got a player here that's presenting as she's starting her post up. We're looking right to her. These players are filling their spots, getting to their, what we call a sandwich on the away side. So we're all in the right spots. We've got 4 consecutive. That's a good pass. You know, she's kind of getting set, but she's made a good presentation, so we're going to count that as a good pass. That group made 4 good passes. That group was off to the side. Now we start our next group with 4 passes. That's a good outlet, so we're at 5. Let's see, does Mac deliver it on time? Yes. This player is set. She is in the lock spot. Mac delivers it on time. Is it on target? Yes. Right in the strike zone. Ash, couldn't tell if she was out of bounds here. We had a problem last year with getting on the out of bounds line, but it looks like we probably gave her this. She's going to rip and go for pass 6. That's the drift. Again, you see our rabbit getting to the dunk spot. We've got the Dragon filling to the next. Amber's ready here. Is this a strike? Absolutely, that's a strike. So we count that pass. She swings it immediately. No shot fake because we know we're not shooting it. Immediately catches and turns the double play, another softball analogy. On the airtime of this pass, Mac is sprinting from her lock spot back to her fill spot as Sasha's catching it. And another good swing pass, another good strike right in the strike zone. Great presentation here. Finish that pass off. So at this point, we had gotten 50 passes in a row, or maybe 25 probably. I bet we probably did 25 of up the street. Now we're going cross the street actions. Everybody's still running. Our Dragon is the last one across the half court. Avery's fast as all get out, so she's gotten out even ahead of our rabbit. Sam makes the right read. Avery is not in a lock position. So by rule, Sam gets to this spot here. If we've got no lock options and she can't rack it, she's going across the street to explore her other lock. Sasha sees that. She's sensing that. She's already starting to get away to the opposite side from the racker, and we're filling into our right space. Destiny Oberg has hit our target. You'll see a little actual target taped down or painted down on our floor. When she gets to that spot, she peeks to see if the ball can find her. It can't, so she feels opposite. We're all in the right spot. There's another strike right in the shooting pocket so that Sailor can take it and rip it. I think she is out of bounds. I bet Lacey, Coach Goldwire here, probably caught that and didn't allow that to be a good pass. Avery's in the right spot. Sasha's in the right spot. Destiny's in the right spot. On the rip, Destiny gets her foot onto the dunk spot. We fill behind. We get deep baseline. We make this pass along the Arkansas logo. Avery's ready to receive. That's a good catching position. On the catch, quick footwork. Everybody's moving to their next spot. Sasha shows her hands. If Sasha would have just been standing there, no catch. Got to have a pass and a catch for it to be successful. 2 good ones, 1 more swing. Next pass, great presentation on the post. We've got the sandwich built on the weak side. As soon as this pass is caught, that group's off, and they're ready for the next group to go. The beautiful thing about this is you can tweak it to fit whatever you're doing in transition or whatever you're doing in half court. You could continue this drill. We could continue this to where the ball got passed back out, at which case the middle of the sandwich would have cut, Sam would have filled, and we'd got into more passes. You could make it 50 passes for one group if you want to. There's no limitations on how you can make it yours. And again, that's what we're all looking for. Every team's a little bit different. We all have different needs, but we all know passing and catching happens in every single game and is a vital part to our team's success. So if your team's struggling, if you've reached a point in time in your season, take this drill or take a drill that you're already doing that may be a shooting drill, strip out everything else, get it down to the bare basics of is this pass on target, is it on time? So hope this drill helps you out. Hope it helps you reduce a few turnovers, not only over the course of a couple of games, but over the course of your next season.